Torp here. Hey guys, check this out. As most of you know, I'm a fan of a lot of people on YouTube when it comes to the gig community. You know, I do my cars thing, but you guys don't have a clue what that is. Let's stick to what's going on. Hot facts with Robert Reese. You know, obviously I'm going to link that and send this video to him. And also Dasher Trader. There's a link here. Follow me for a second. Hot facts with Robert Reese, in my opinion, and I said this before, so I'm going to back it up. Regardless of what you guys think, he's got a lot of game. And so does Dasher Trader. They have something in common. They're both talking about how awesome that they are with dashing. And I know that Hot Facts with Robert Reese just started dashing again, or at least that's what he said in his video some week ago. You know, like it matters if it was 2 days ago or 2 years ago. But to me, both of them are going on about how much they know about the platform, how great the platform can be, and how well educated they are with the platform. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with it. Who am I to say? These guys might be banking like Flex does. I have no clue. They say they are. So what am I going to call them a liar? I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't need to see bank statements, by the way. That was something that was brought up on Flex's Live. I was like, because it was Dasher. He was talking about Ghost. Actually, in Dasher's Live, he was talking about show the bank statements. He told Flex, show your bank statements. I mean, come on, guys. Who's going to do that anyway? That was a weird argument, in my opinion. No, not my opinion. Anybody that shows their bank statements is a moron. So to ask somebody to do it makes the person that asked the bigger moron. Because who's going to show that? I would like to ask Ghost, why don't you show your bank statements? If you've got the answers, you show your bank statements. If you've got the balls to put them up on YouTube, Google, then do it. But I recommend you don't, by the way. Now, Social Blade's one thing, but putting up your bank statements? Oh, my God. And let's not get started with Social Blade. That fucking site's a joke to begin with. I remember when that came out. I was a part of that party. I was, because everybody was calling me out, because I was buying everybody views. I was buying subs for everybody, and likes for everybody, and comments for everybody, just to fuck with them. That's what I did. I called people out because they were so full of themselves. I had no choice. They left me with no choice. When your biggest fan is yourself, and you promote yourself as your biggest fan, I mean, what are people supposed to think? They're going to think exactly what you tell them. That you're full of yourself. That's not a fact. That's just like, he probably drives a big truck. That syndrome. Why would you tell somebody that you're that good? Because most people know if you're that good, you don't even talk about it. You don't have to promote yourself. You're just that good. I can't remember the last time Flex said he was that good. He just says, yeah. I'm in a large order program. It's no big deal. Well, I disagree with him a little bit. I just said to my wife that she wasn't going to be in the video. Isn't that funny? I just said that. I'm trying to keep her out of it. All right, I'm not going to edit this. I don't edit. But anyway, that wasn't a big deal. But here's the thing. I am looking at all the big players, all the big ballers in the gig community. And Hot Facts with Robert Reese is clearly one of them, because he is getting a lot of attention from everybody. Whether it's good or bad, he's getting a lot of attention. And, it's my short-term memory loss that fucks me up on this. But, Dasher Trader, see? Instead of mocking his name, I just chose to remember it. So, Dasher Trader, he's tripping, man. He's tripping a little bit, in my opinion. Here's why. Dasher Trader goes on his videos and he says how much he's good. And he tells you how good he is. All right? It's kind of like McDonald's. I've never understood why they ran ads. Big Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, the McRib is back. But, dude, there isn't anybody in the world that doesn't know about McDonald's, so why would you have to advertise it? Why would you spend your money advertising for McDonald's if you were McDonald's? Because people are already like, dude, I'm in the mood for a double cheese, 6-piece McNugget with barbecue sauce. I didn't even see an advertisement. Now, if Hot Facts with Robert Reese and Dasher are that good, they shouldn't have to advertise for themselves. That was my point. They shouldn't have to. All right. Oh, Dasher, dude, you're killing me, man. You trolled me on Flex's Live. You trolled me. Why would a top Dasher, why would somebody on a large order program, why would somebody with that much experience and that much know-how and that much bankroll have to troll little old Torp? Think about it. Let that sink in. Dasher Trader literally trolled me. Now, I noticed that Robert Reese has never trolled me. He actually commented on my video tonight, which is interesting. I will say it's interesting. I'm not going to say it's a good or a bad thing, but it is interesting. Because in this community, when somebody comments on your video, that's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a sign of respect. I'm not afraid to show my ass. And that's what Robert Reese did. But I don't think I've gotten one from Dasher Trader, which is interesting because he is the best at DoorDash. He is the best at all platforms. He is the best at the large order program. He knows more than all of us combined. Just ask him. See, that sounded like, oh, I'm calling him out. Oh, I'm being mean. But no, wait a minute. Isn't he the one making videos on YouTube talking about how great he is? Isn't he the one that's telling everybody that they're doing it wrong if they're not doing it his way? My point is that I just saw a video from Pedro that's 2 weeks old. It shocked me. It kind of reminded me of something. You need to pay attention in class and sit in the front row. Because Pedro, I haven't been able to stomach much of anything he's been doing. But now all of a sudden I see a video that he did 2 weeks ago. I liked it, but I didn't comment yet. Because he's so full of himself, he doesn't remember talking to me for the last year and a half. I guess I'm just little people now. I'm one of the peasants. That's fine, I get it. It ain't no big deal. See, you notice I ain't talking about his money. I ain't talking about his strategy. He's getting a little full of himself. I think he swallowed a few of the small dashers in that beard of his. Oh, Torp's a hater talking about his beard. Come on, guys. If you can't cut it up a little bit, what the fuck are you doing here? Pedro made a great video about 2 weeks ago, and now we got Hot Facts with Robert Reese, and we also have Dasher Trader. I think they're kind of on the same playing field. They're trying to tell you that they are the best at what they do, that they got this figured out. Hey, that's news to me. I didn't know anybody had it figured out. But what I do know is this: when I go to watch these videos, I get a hell of a chuckle out of it, and it's not a bad chuckle. It's just, I don't understand why these guys feel the importance of telling us how great they are. If they're already that great, they don't have to tell us. You know what I mean? If you're that great, well, we're going to see it. You don't have to tell us. Now, Robert Reese, I'm not really sure why you do what you do, but if it's working for you, by all means, keep it up. And as far as Dasher Trader goes, dude, your actual videos are on fire, but the fact that you troll people in lives makes no sense to me. It's a contradiction, especially with your buddy Ghost. Why would he tell Flex to, let's see your banking documents, back it up? And I know why he said that, because it wasn't because he wants to see how much Flex makes, because Flex has already made that clear. It's because he wants to make sure that Flex isn't buying views, subs, and all that. I'm like, dude, you know what? If you're really going to rely your facts on the fact that you're using Social Blade, that's your first mistake. Social Blade is inaccurate too, by the way. Ask me how I know. I was called out on Social Blade damn near 12, 15 years ago at this point. I have to do the math on that one, but if you guys actually looked at Social Blade and looked up Torp, you'll actually find me somewhere back in the archive to where I was buying views, subs, and comments for people. There has been so many websites on this subject where you can buy these things. I bought a YouTube partnership for somebody. I literally did that. I bought it for them. They lost it because eventually YouTube catches it. And when they do, oh, bye-bye. And guess what happens? You don't get, what's that called? Back pay? No, you don't get that. So, yeah, this thing that's going on now is something that I've seen before, but it's kind of funny to see it popping up in this fashion. Because when I first came to YouTube, I had no idea that this existed with DoorDash. I know it hasn't come up with the rest of the platforms, but definitely on DoorDash, which leads me to believe that DoorDash is the #1 platform to use because that's all anybody talks about. So, yeah, I want to put my 2 cents out there on this Robert Reese and Dasher thing because it's a revolving door. And a lot of people say, why would you keep on bringing that up? It's an old story. No, I disagree. It's not an old story. It's a new story. Just because we keep on beating it over and over again doesn't mean that it's an old story. It's because the fact that everybody's trying to put one up on somebody else to make it sound like they understand how it works, which is the funny bone getting smacked. Nobody knows how this works. Nobody understands the algorithm. But yet there's guys out there saying, I got it figured out because I got the large order program. My last point of the night. Hot Facts with Robert Reese actually said in a comment on my video, unless he deletes it, which I don't know why he would, he admits he got grandfathered in to the large order program. What's interesting about that, I heard it mentally because I read it. I said that to Flex. I don't know if Flex heard it or not, but I said it to Flex. You got into the large order program when this shit just begun. The new guys can't just do that. They can't just say, I'm going to beat up the phone. I'm going to blow up DoorDash support. I'm going to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until they finally give it to me. No, dude. It doesn't. That. You've been in it for so long, Flex, that I don't think you realize that somebody like me, which I'm approaching 3,000 deliveries, and my ratings are off the charts, it's just not going to happen. One thing that everybody says is the same is the truth. Saturation. We do not have the availability for people to blow up DoorDasher's phone and say, where's my large order program? Like no. and if they did, that'd be great. The problem is there'd be too many of us. So you could maybe get one a week. I mean, I ain't knocking Flex, but he kind of sort of saw that, I guess. But yeah, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's like two guys drinking a bottle of vodka at a campfire. Definitely not going to see everything the same way, but we wake up the next morning with a hangover. It's like, yeah, it's all good. With Hot Facts with Robert Reese and Dasher, I'll be honest with you. These two guys are fighting for first place on the I don't know what the fuck is going on platform. One of them's going to win, though. One of them is going to win. So keep it up because it's a lot of fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. I'm subscribed to both of them. And by the way, I don't block anybody and I don't unsubscribe from anybody. Do you know why? It's a waste of time to unsubscribe. These guys are going to be very successful regardless if I'm subscribed to them. And blocking them means I'm not going to get to see what they say. Which is half the fun of me being here, is seeing what these guys say. About each other, me, Flex, or anybody else. So before anybody goes off the flag, remember this. When flags fly, we're all having fun. But when they hit and somebody gets deleted, that ain't no fun. Let a man speak. That's my opinion. And, yeah, one more thing. Torp out.